All praise to the Most High. I hope y'all making it a great day. I hope y'all making it a great day. See, it's cool when you do it. I mean, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know that you was born different. You gotta know that you was born to stand out. You was born to wake up the masses of the people. So when you do something, you know what I'm saying, everybody got their eyes on you. But see, when other people do something, it's like it's no big deal. You see what I'm saying? You sitting here trying to walk this straight line. You sitting here trying to do right by people. You trying to show God that you are worthy. And here you is got people that's pointing the finger at you and trying to find fault. They trying to sniff out anything that you do, and the whole time they trying to do it like you. See, you were sent to this earth to wake up the masses of the people. So you wonder why it's cool when they do it and why it's a problem when you do it. It's a problem because you're different. It's a problem because you're not fighting against people. You're fighting against the masses of evil. You see what I'm saying? When you going against that evil and you standing for what's right, and people can't contradict your next move or predict your next move, they don't know your next step, they can't read your mind, they can't manipulate you, they don't want you around. So soon they're gonna begin to try to plot against you and try to set you up. But then that's not the time for you to go weary at well doing or begin to think like, Lord, if you with me, why these people are coming up against me, and why does it seem like they getting the best of me? No, you about to be promoted. You finna go up another level. You see what I'm saying? So that's why all hell is breaking loose. But you gotta know your position. You gotta know your part. You gotta know why you gotta walk a straight line, and every time you step out of line or every time you do something small, people are trying to define your faults. You gotta understand why people make a big deal when you do the smallest things, or you know, you might have made a little small simple mistake and now they want to point it out, or they want to nail you, and you know what I'm saying, they want to broadcast you and expose you for the wrong reason, all the while they see that you are presenting greatness. But see, people don't want to give you credit for who you are, for the inspiration that you are showing. But see, that's why all praise belongs to the Most High. That's why it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it, because they can't put a trace on you. They can't track you. They don't know your next move. They don't know how you gonna do it. 91, what's up, what's up? They don't know how you gonna do it. They don't know how you are going to stand through all the evil that they plotted up against you. And that's okay, because every time you do something, every time you stand for a change, every time you do something different, you always frowned upon. But see, sometimes you gotta be that one to step out and take that step of faith, take that leap of faith, take that sacrifice. Because when you take that sacrifice, you showing other people how to stand up for themselves. See, them same people that dig that hole for you, they end up falling in it. But see, the only way they gonna get up out of it is because they was watching you close. But see, they couldn't show you that love that they know that you was giving to them, because they was following the herd. See, they was following the crowd. So as long as they was following that crowd, they couldn't show you how good of a person you was or how loving you was. And you know, they can't be a witness to you because they ashamed. You see what I'm saying? They got a certain image that they gotta hold up, and you know, they got a certain way that they gotta do things. You see what I'm saying? So when you are doing what's right and you taking that narrow path, it's always gonna be a problem when you do it, and it's always gonna be cool when they do it, because Satan ain't gonna bother you if he already got you under his control. So the fact that you are taking a step to walk that narrow path and you going against the evildoers, you always gonna be a target. So that you know what I'm saying, don't get to the place You know, don't come this far and start going weary of doing right by people. You see what I'm saying? That's what they want you to do. They want you to second guess yourself, and they want to be able to project on you and make you feel like you ain't got it going on. But see, God is the reason why you got it going on. But then don't flip out. Don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't begin to panic. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep focusing on the love of God, and don't let your heart turn cold, because that's the problem. People are mad at you because they see that you are comfortable in your skin. You see what I'm saying? You can show them love. You can show them that you're trustworthy. You can show them that you're for them and you're not against them. Let me tell you something. Sometimes that's not good enough, because they trying to figure out why you and why not me. That's why it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it. See, when they do it, everybody on their side. But just because you standing with God, everybody gonna isolate you and say, why you doing it like that? What's wrong with you? You know what? We're gonna make this out of a big deal because you are a big deal. We know that you know better, so we're gonna hold you accountable. We know that you walking that narrow path. We can see your glow. We can see that God is using you. So we can't let you get away with the smallest thing, even if it was a mistake. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta keep your feet on the devil's neck. That's why you gotta continue to uplift the masses around you. It's gonna be all right. You see what I'm saying? Because back to the point to where you are going to be that one to help them get out of the lion's den. See, they not giving you your props. They not acknowledging you. But the whole time, God is using you to lead them out, to show them the way out. That's the only way they're going to get out, because you came through and you led the way. You showed them how to stand up. You showed them how to speak up. You showed them how not to bow. But see, they thought it was a black and white thing, but then you knew it was a love thing. You knew it was a God thing. You knew it was a spiritual thing. And that's why you're going to be hated, because you're a trendsetter. And every time you change the atmosphere, every time you walk into a place and you change things around, you're going to be hated for it. But then Jesus Christ, our Heavenly Father, tell us to forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I know sometimes you want to knock the devil out of people, but at the same time, you got to know they know not what they do. If they knew that they was coming up against a child of God, because in their mind, they doing what's right. In their mind, they're a child of God. So then, if they knew that they was coming up against somebody that God has sent to help them, you think they'll be trying to bite that hand that's trying to help them? I don't think so. So we got to be thankful and not to allow people to project on us and cause us to operate in that projection. You know what I'm saying? We got to start telling ourselves it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be at peace. It's okay to be joyful and be ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of how people feel, no matter how much they get in their feelings, no matter how much they horns and stuff stand up, we got to start standing up and keeping that smile. You got to let people know, hey, I love God. I trust in God. I try to do right by people. But when you disrespect me and I did you no wrong, it's okay if I put you in your place. It's okay if I stand up for myself and let you know, just because I'm kind and loving and this, that, and the other, that don't mean you gonna come and dump on me like an evolving door. But we still gotta pick our battles, because you got some people want you to argue. Some people want to start things with you. But see, when it's all said and done, don't lose who you are in the Lord because of the evildoers around you. That's why it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. It's a problem when you do it because you got God that's guiding you and they thinking you by yourself, but they don't understand you got angels around you. They don't understand that you are protected. You are divinely guided. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they always try to stop you before you get started.
That's why you sometimes may feel like when you defeated one devil, here come another devil. When you get overcome this level, here come another level. That's because God know what he's doing. See, when God say he ain't gonna put no more on you than you able to bear, when you ready to swing on somebody, when you ready to speak your mind to somebody, that's when God pull you back. Or that's when God changed the atmosphere, because he know he don't want you going out like that. God don't want you to fall victim to the enemy plot. So if he's putting too much on you and it's causing you to lose yourself, or it's causing you to change or get away from God, then that's not of God. But at the same time, when God is in it, you always gonna get elevated. But sometimes God gonna humble you and slow you down just so you can grow. But then you gotta know, if I'm getting to this place to where I want to get physical, then I need to take a step back. You know, I need to realize that this ain't for me, or, you know, this ain't where God want me at, because God want us to prosper. God want us to be more abundantly. God don't want us to lose. You know what I'm saying? God don't want us to go backwards. God want us to keep moving up. You see what I'm saying? So we got to begin to understand who we are. We got to understand that we are the salt in the earth. You see what I'm saying? We can't lose our salt because people are jealous, or people want to abuse their power and authority and try to tell you what to do, and they get mad at you when they can't manipulate you. They get mad because you standing on business. They get mad at you because they tried to assume that you were somebody sweet, or you were somebody nice or predictable, only because you was kind. You see what I'm saying? They thought because you was kind, they can kind of predict your next move, or they can treat you in a type of way and talk to you in a kind of way. But then the more you was humble, the more they thought that they could come at you wrong. But see, when God told you to stand up and speak up and do it with boldness and don't apologize, that's when now they all in their feelings. Now they feeling some type of way. They trying to say you the bad guy, and now they trying to say, you know what, we don't want to hang around you, or, you know, we thought we can use you. We had you all twisted. We had you, you know, we thought we had you figured out. And see, that's not your fault. So don't apologize for putting them in their place. Let me tell you something. When God opened a door for you, I don't care how many devils come up against you and how many devils pull out their pen and write things down about you. What God got for you, can't no devil stop, and can't no devil end. So you got to understand, if they with you, they with you. If they're against you, they're against you. So God didn't give us a spirit of fear. We don't need to be walking around giving people the power because they got authority. No, if you wrong, you're wrong. I don't care what type of authority you have. I don't care who on your side supporting you while you do wrong. I tell you what, if God is with me, who gonna stand against me? So if God is standing with me, I don't care if the whole world, I don't care if it's a 2,000 or 3,000 against one, they won't be able to touch you. They won't be able to touch you. They won't be able to stop you. We have all authority in Jesus. Their opinion doesn't matter. They won't be able to stop you. They won't be able to touch you or harm you. I done had several people to draw their fists up or draw their weapon up at me, but they couldn't touch me. You know why? Because I don't have a point to prove, but I got everything to lose. And I know who sent you. I know that you are operating by Satan. You see what I'm saying? Because if I gave you no reason to form that weapon, why is you forming a weapon? You see what I'm saying? So when God see that you're not trying to fight, even though you can, God gonna fix that situation. God gonna take care of your enemies. You see what I'm saying? See, you gotta know some people has been sent by Satan. It don't matter what you do for some people, how you speak life into them, it just gonna always go back to where it started, because they are not willing to change. People like to place the blame on you. People like to discredit you. People like to hold you to your past, and they like to make you feel like, you know, you're going in circles or you're not moving forward. But the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Every day you wake up, you taking it one step at a time, and therefore you are doing what God wants you to do, because you're not fighting fire with fire. You're not being a evildoer. You're not arguing with people. You're not going back and forth. If somebody trying to get you to do wrong, you're speaking up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself. And now you done got to a place to where, you know what? God, if you ain't in this, I don't want it. If I can't be myself, it ain't worth it. I don't want it. I'm tired of selling out, trying to show people respect, and they constantly showing disrespect. I'm tired of trying to show people to be the bigger person, and they want to be a smaller person. So if they want to be the smaller person, I'm going to continue to be the bigger person by allowing them enough room to hurt themselves. You see what I'm saying? To me, a while to not argue, or exactly. And now the devil really mad because you ain't arguing, and they can't find a weakness. They can't poke at your brain. You see what I'm saying? They can't get you down because you're not arguing with the devil. You're not going back and forth with the devil. Always move forward, never go back. You're not going back and forth. And so now they don't know what to do with you. So now, since you so righteous, or since you so pure, and they don't find no fault in you, now they trying to create something. Now they trying to dirty up your name. Now they trying to set you up. Now they trying to get you caught up. So we have to be careful, because the devil is getting impatient, because we are relentless on loving our Father and serving our Father. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, we got to understand we're not against flesh and blood. So regardless of people giving you the props or acknowledgement or not, you still are changing the masses. Why? Because God is ordering your steps. And see, sometimes when we suffering, and sometimes when we feel like we under fire, and we feel like the devil just won't get up off us, that's the time where God is molding you, and he's teaching you, he's awakening something more on the inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So don't go weary at doing what's right. Don't go weary at showing up and showing love. And don't turn your heart cold. Yeah, guess what? God might have took that situation to cause you to get uncomfortable and cause you to move forward. But now you got to give God the glory by going back and saying, you know what? I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you. I thank God, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this situation, or I wouldn't be in a better situation. So you know what? I'm going to kill two birds with one stone, and I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. That's why God tell you to love your enemies. He ain't tell you to be no fool, but he say love your enemies only so your heart won't turn cold. Only for when you see that person that hurted you, you won't keep on repeating it. You won't keep going back and forward. You won't keep reliving it in your heart. So you forgave them, even though you know what they did. Don't gossip or talk bad about people who do you wrong. Be silent and let the world fight for you. Exactly. Right. Now, ain't nothing wrong with venting now. Ain't nothing wrong with expressing or talking to somebody about the problem because you're trying to come up with a solution. But it's different. It's a big difference when you're talking about somebody. When you're talking to get understanding, or you talking about somebody to gossip. That's a big difference. You see what I'm saying? When you got that righteous heart and that loving heart, and you want to see people do better, and you know what I'm saying, it's nothing wrong with trying to go to that person, go on now. Big old spider. Whoa. It's a big difference. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this spider up off me. Oh! Alright, anyway, it's a big it's a big difference when you're trying to get an understanding versus, just trying to expose somebody. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it, because God holds you at a high standard. You see what I'm saying? God is holding you accountable for representing him. So that's why you always want to be on your best behavior for Christ. You see what I'm saying? Because you do have people watching you. The only reason why people are jealous and envious and hateful and bitter towards you and don't want to speak to you, don't want to be around you, because you got the Holy Spirit that lives within you is too much power, and when they don't know themselves, you are exposing who they truly are, and they not ready to wake up, because we not God. We not God. You see what I'm saying? But God uses us. So that's why we can't take it personal. You got to start to die to your flesh. You got to start to die to yourself. You see what I'm saying? You got to start to die to what you want to do. Because sometimes in life, you say, how do I stop taking it personal? You gotta know that it's a learning experience. You gotta know that people are going to be people, and when you got that righteous heart, you can't keep on telling yourself, oh, y'all don't know what I've been through. Oh, I got a past. I used to be a gangster. I used to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? People, they better not fix their mouth. But see, that's where the devil gets you at. When God began to change your life around, and God began to move in your life, now Satan wants you to bring up your past, or get to your ego and start to make you feel like, you know what, back then they would have never done that to me, or they better not approach me that way. But see, you got to look at it. Your fight is different now because you're not in the world anymore. So of course you lose in their eyes, but you win in God's eyes. And every time you give it to God, you become a whole lot more powerful in his love. And that's why Satan began to fight you even more. But see, the more you continue to fight back, the stronger you get. You see what I'm saying? See, God is the one that's going to give you that rank and going to give you that power and authority to silence those devils around you. So when them devils trying to close your doors of opportunity, when they trying to speak on your blessings, when they trying to stop you, they cannot stop you because of who God made you to be. And you believe in yourself, you believe in the Lord, and you love yourself, and you love others. Now, you can't lose when you want to see everybody else win. You can't lose when you minding your business and you doing what God's telling you in the midst of evil. You can't lose. Even though it hurt, even though it's agitating, it's aggravating, even though you just wish people mind their business and go about their way, you still can't lose. Because that pressure, that fire that you are under, it is molding something. See, if Satan knew that if Satan knew that God was only using the attacks to come up against you to make you strong, he would leave you alone. He'll just let you stay stuck. But see, God loves us too much to allow the devil to leave us alone. God sent the devil at us just so God can get the victory and we can get the victory. So we can see how much God loves us to slow us down, or you know, God don't let us pop out too soon. God don't let us show off our gifts too soon. God don't allow us to be around people that's of the world too soon. So he got his hedge of protection around us only to keep us for a later day. So you may be feeling like, you know what, I've been going through this and going through that. You know what I'm saying? I may have moved here or moved there, but I'm still in the same spot. No, you're not. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and whatever else, you have overcome. See, right now you are a spiritual giant, and people don't stand a chance against you. That's why they want you to feel bad for changing. You didn't change up on them. You just changed for the better. You just got better at how you allow people to treat you. You just got better on protecting your heart. You got better on how much you decide to give people your love when you know they're not giving it back. So just because, you know, people say they once knew you, and if they did know you, they would have loved you for you, they never would have tried to make you prove yourself or expose you as if you're not fitting in with us because you're not doing what we're doing. If they loved you, they would have allowed you to be yourself. When you stop smoking weed, when you stop going clubbing, when you stop drinking, when you stop having sex, when you stop doing certain things, if they loved you, they would have just told you it's cool, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna meet you on this type of level. You know, we know you don't do this no more. We know you serving God. But see, that's what Satan come in at and try to make you feel guilty and try to make you feel shameful because you change. And you can't take everybody with you. The path is narrow. That's why it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it. See, you the one that took the stand. You the one that set that change. Like Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So when you took that stand and you said you was going to change for the better, all you had was God. You know the people couldn't do it. So when God began to change you, you got on that boat. You say, okay, God, I'm gonna ride this boat. I'm gonna ride this wave, no matter how the storm comes, no matter how rocky it get, no matter if it's raining, if it's sleeting, if it's snowing. Father, I done found out who you are. I done found out myself. I done realized these people around me can't really love me like you do. And I don't know what they doing, and I don't know how they able to do it like they do it, but I know I can't do it, Father. I can't continue to live this type of lifestyle because you've been calling me. You've been running me off the road of evil, and you've been leading me down the path of righteousness. You see what I'm saying? So when people that say they know you, family, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, auntie, they do know you, but see, that's not you anymore, and they not willing to get to know you as if they knew you. See, if you changing for the better and you can come around me and be different, but you still the same, I'm gonna tell you something. Just, somebody just coming into your presence or calling you to check on you and want to see you and want to catch up with you, that's trust, that's love. But then when I get around you, you can't take me, or you saying I changed so much that you're not even trying to indulge, you're not trying to get to know me, then hey, maybe I have changed. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I have changed for the better. But that don't mean I'm against you. You shouldn't be against me. You should still love me because I didn't change up against you. I only changed when God was leading me to change. When God was ordering my steps. So God tell us we either love one and hate the other. We can't serve two masters. So when these evildoers are coming up against you, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. You know why? Because everything you do, Satan do not like it, because you know who the Father is. You know that the Father is living on the inside of you. So the people that Satan have under control and under his spell, they get mad at you because they see something in you that they want to see in themselves, even though they got more than you. See, that's why God say, what is it for you to gain the world and lose it all for your soul? You see what I'm saying? I don't like to, I don't like to wear necklaces and earrings and fresh clothes. You see what I'm saying? Now, I would on certain occasions, but that's too much attention. I don't like when people judge me like that. I like it. I like when people are able to walk up to me and feel like we're on the same level, or you know what I'm saying, that is, that you know what I'm saying, that don't character assassinate me or characterize me because of what I got on. Sometimes I put on a nice suit, or I might put on some fresh clothes and fresh shoes. You know what? I don't like the type of attention that I get. So it's like it's too loud. You're making too much noise. You see what I'm saying? And I get to telling myself, Lord, I used to can wear these clothes and rock these hats and put these shoes on and feel like it fit me. But now it don't fit me. You know what I'm saying? I like it's like too much attention. It gives people the wrong impression, the wrong idea. You don't want people to love you for the money that you got in your pocket. You don't want people to love you for what you do in life. You want people to love you because of who you are. And that's how our Father feels. Our Father wants us to love him because of who he is, not what he can do for us. So, of course, it's cool when they do it. It's a big problem when you do it. You know why it's a big problem when you do it? Because when you do it well, and you got so much favor on your life, Satan got to get in front of that. Satan can't get behind the movement. He want to get in front of you to try to stop you. So guess what? The only thing Satan is doing is causing a big bang. Because the more that evil try to get in your way and slow you down and make you feel like you ain't got it going on, the more God gonna let you know you got it going on. Because God ain't gonna let your enemies win over you. What? What? And you serving him? You waking up every day, you thinking before you do anything, you putting God first, and you think God gonna let your enemies get the best of you? Excuse me? Oh no. Them enemies gonna have a wake-up call. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? One thing about a child of God, you can only push them in a corner for so long. You can only hold them down for so long until God say, okay, my child, you have learned the lesson, you have beat the test, and now I'm finna set you higher. You see what I'm saying? So you should be proud of yourself. Don't be anxious don't be trying to mingle with the world and you know you hard on yourself because you like, I should have accomplished this by now. I should have had this by now. You got your soul. You rich in your soul. You rich in your spirit. You rich in your mind. You rich in your heart. So you way further than people with you know, a lot of money, a lot of this and a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be anxious to get married. Don't be anxious to get anything, because God know what he doing with you. God know what's best for you. You see what I'm saying? So be comfortable in your own skin. Be comfortable at being who you are. Stay in love with yourself. Don't let people turn your heart cold. You know, you might have people talking behind your back, disrespecting you in your face, and they looking for a reaction. But let me tell you something. The only reason they doing that because they can't face you. They gotta throw smoke in your eyes just so you can get in that smoke, and that's why they can fight with you. But see, long as you stay higher, it ain't nothing they gonna be able to do to you. Long as you keep on setting the standards high, long as you, let me tell you something, it ain't the fact that you cocky or you arrogant, it's the fact that you know who you are. See, you know who you are and whose you are. And you already know when somebody coming up against you and they ain't coming to you with respect, or they can't meet you up here. Come on now, it's some hate, it's some hate and some jealousy going on. You see what I'm saying? Because if I can speak to you and I can respect you and I can greet you and I can be around you, what's the problem? Why you can't be around me? Huh? If I constantly made it to where you comfortable, and I laid the foundation to where you can trust me and you know you ain't gotta worry about me, what is your problem? Your problem is you see something in that person that you don't see in yourself. So it's cool when they do it, it's a problem when you do it. Only reason it's a problem when you do it because you make people uncomfortable when you expose their behavior, when you're exposing they evil deeds. It makes them uncomfortable and it makes them target you and it makes them isolate you. They don't want to be around you because they can't hide. So now they are plotting against you to get rid of you. But I'm gonna tell you something, whichever way God decides to open the door or close that door, don't you worry about it, because blessed God give it, blessed God take it away. You just passing through. Because I'm going to tell you, we may plan for one thing, but God planned for a whole nother. We may thought that God was going to use us to change that environment or the atmosphere like this, but come to find out, God had a backup plan and he did it like this. The way he did it was to allow them to feel as if they winning you or disrespecting you or belittling you or trying to silence you, or, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like you ain't doing nothing or we don't see you. In actuality, they see you, they wait for you, and they miss you when you don't show up, and they love it when you do show up, because you are showing them how to be a warrior. You showing them how to be strong. You showing them how to be mighty, and you also showing them that God is real, because no matter how much evil they try to project on you, you always come back with love. Now see, when you fall back, when you bounce back, when you get out the way, that's different. You see what I'm saying? That's because you showing them love. That don't mean you standing there and just taking the hits. That don't mean you standing there and allowing them to do unto you. But at the same time, you learning how to get out the way. You learning how to move around that hate, how to move around that evil, and they just keep on going back to Satan, talking about, you know what? We didn't hit them with all we got. We tired. We exhausted. We tired of fighting. So now we got to get on the run because we don't know which way to go. One thing about it, don't get silent. Continue to speak up. Don't be afraid. Continue to love yourself. Don't you begin to try to make friends with people that's trying to tear you down, or you making friends with people that you think you need. You don't need nobody but God. If you got people that want you to sell your soul, you got people that trying to turn you evil or try to get you to do something bad just so you can fit in or so they can feel like y'all equal or now we can accept you, get away from them. Get away from them and understand you do not have to sell yourself short, because God ain't gonna let you go backwards, and God don't need you to go backwards just to save somebody. Nah, I don't need to cuss at you or do some sin or drink or smoke just to make you feel comfortable, like we bonding, or you know, like that's gonna help you save your soul. No, I'm gonna hold you accountable and I'm gonna expose you for your evil deeds, because God is gonna hold me accountable. And once God reveal it to me, I can't hold it in. I can't sit there and stand for that when God told me he don't like that. You see what I'm saying? So get comfortable at being uncomfortable, because God is taking you to a whole nother level. God is taking you to a whole nother level because you keep on destroying those devils that's trying to get on your level. See, they can't reach your height because they don't know your struggle. They don't know what you've been through. See, they only seeing the aftermath. They see your peace. See, God say, you know what I'm saying? I forgot how it go, but you know, we don't look like what we've been through. You see what I'm saying? So people are confused because when you respond, or when they thinking that they beating you up with evil, and your response, it catch them by surprise. So now they feel played. Now they feel manipulated. Now they feel bamboozled. Now they feel like you was being fake. No, you was being loving. But see, we don't carry our past. We don't look like what we've been through, but at the same time, we are warriors for Christ, because we've been fighting against evil our whole life. And that's why we can't give up. We can't give up the fight. And people want you to give up the fight, and Satan trying to use people to make you feel small and isolated, trying to make you feel like nobody loves you, or you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nobody. You got God, and you got people around you that you are waking up. You got people around you that you are saving. God is using you to save their soul. They ain't got to come and tell you. You got to start looking at the masses around you. You got to start reading people's energy. You know what I'm saying? Energy is real. Energy is real. Energy is not witchcraft. Energy is real, because if I walk past you and I mug you and I frown up at you, I ain't saying nothing to you, but you felt it. You felt it. Did you feel it? Right. So when somebody smile, you feel that. When somebody speak to you, you feel that. Or you can be minding your business and you see a couple and they into it. You can feel when something about to happen or something ain't right. You see what I'm saying? So it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. When you start to stand up for yourself, when you start speaking up for yourself, you start exposing them devils and you letting them know, I don't care how old you are, how big you are, how much rank you got, how much status you got, how much clout you got, how many this you got. I'm coming for your head because you wrong. And if I see you wrong and you leading other people wrong, don't come for me. Because you come for me, I'm going to come for you, but I'm gonna come for you in the power of love. I ain't gonna come for you trying to recruit you to be up under my wing. I'm gonna come for you to set the captive free. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you that warning because God gave me that warning. You know, so, you know, all praise to the Most High, glory be to God. You know what I'm saying? We are blessed and highly favored. We are peculiar people. We are weird to the world because we don't move with the masses. People be trying to tell you what to do. People be trying to control you. People be thinking that they getting in your head and they molding you and they programming you to be a certain way, but they don't even know that God has gave you the plot. God has gave you the strategy. God has gave you the blueprint and the layout and the format of everything that they call themselves trying to conjure up on you. Only because you know who you serve. Stop arguing with people about God. Stop arguing with people about what God done for you or what you believe. Worry about yourself. Because if God truly wanted you to speak into their life, it won't be a fight. Yes, I said it. It won't be a fight. It'll be easily received. See, when you just minding I love it when I'm just minding my business and God just put me right in the center of somebody, or he'll send somebody to me to talk to or to confirm things that they're going through. They don't know who I am in Christ. They don't even know me. And guess what? That's how God wanted. So we got to stop trying to pop out and show them who we are, but we got to be who we are, and we got to wait for God to show who he want us to speak to, but at the same time, when it's time for you to stand up and show somebody that you're not the one to be played with. You're not the one for them to keep on rehearsing they evil on you. And you got to watch out for people that try to make you look bad, or people that try to talk behind your back and get other people to dislike you. Now I want to let you know, don't worry about that. Don't be trying to go and fight every battle and win every battle. All you got to do is keep on waiting for God to reveal to you your enemies around you. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't doing nothing wrong but trying to live your life and praise God. People want to fault you just for living right. People want to fault you just for, doing right by them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else treat me like this. Who you think you are to treat me with respect? Who you think you are to treat me with love? Well, if you don't like it, you better get to like it, because it's time for a change. It's time for a change, and it's time for us to stop chasing money, stop chasing fame, stop chasing this, stop chasing that, and we got to start being undercover bosses and undercover assassins for the Most High. We got to start being police for the Most High. You see what I'm saying? We got to start telling on that evil, exposing that evil. You see what I'm saying? Calling that evil out. Letting that evil know, I see you. You ain't getting away. You ain't hiding from me. You better go find you something safe to do. You better go find you something safe to do, because you think you're going to come around here with that evil, and you think you're going to come around and recruit with that evil, you got another thing coming. So it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. It's a problem when you do it, because when you do it well, and you walk in that narrow path. See, you don't need nobody to big up you. You don't need nobody to validate you and tell you how good you're doing. You don't need nobody to give you an ego boost, because your father already did it. See, people fail to realize you don't look like what you've been through, and you don't carry yourself the way, you don't carry yourself in a way of what you struggle with. You see what I'm saying? So you always gonna be 10 steps ahead, because you're not the one being a bully. You're not the one starting the fight. You're not the one that's picking on people. So when people come up against you, you need to keep one thing in mind, that they've been sent by Satan. Those are his minions. But at the same time, we are in a spiritual warfare, which means they don't know what they are doing. See, the reason why you got some people that don't even know you, and when you cross their path, they just look at you all down and dirty and ugly, it's because they thought they saw a ghost. You see what I'm saying? You shook something in them. You shook their world, because they didn't think people like you existed. And when I say people like you, I'm talking about the righteous. I'm talking about the love that you showed up with. So now they look at you like, who is this person? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling so drained, or I'm feeling so weak, like I don't have power? See, that's the Holy Spirit fighting with them demons in them. But see, they thinking you doing something to them, but they don't know that's the Holy Spirit. That's God convicting them to let them know, hey, He's real. So that's why we don't let people give us credit. Watch out now. Go on. Get away from here. We don't let people give us credit. We tell people to give God the glory. Praise God. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be praised. When you take the Father's praise, be careful. Because when you put yourself in a position for people to praise you, oh, God gonna come for your head. God gonna come for your head. You know what I'm saying? But everything happened for a reason, y'all. You at the right place at the right time. I don't care if you going through hell. I don't care if you can't get them devils up off you. I don't care if you trying to shake them off and you shake them off for a minute, but it's like they coming back on to you. Keep fighting. Keep fighting, because you belong to the Lord. And when you belong to the Lord, you gonna have to fight. You gonna have tests. You gonna have trials. You gonna have tribulations. You see what I'm saying? But in everything you do, make sure you get an understanding. Make sure you understand that you have done nothing but serve your Father. You ain't done nothing but do right by people. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it. Because when you do it, everybody mad. Everybody hate. When you do it, now they want to go dig up something that you done 20, 30 years ago, or, they just want to throw salt on your name. They just want to find some dirt on you. Just like they did our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. They just want to find something on you. You ain't got to do nothing wrong. That's what I'm saying. Relax. Do you. Enjoy your life. Keep on smiling in their face. Keep on putting your feet down and keep on minding your business. That's all right. Walk away. Let them fight with themselves. Don't be battling with them. They miserable. Misery loves company. And they see you, they see that you don't need no ego boost, or you don't need nobody to validate you. You spending time by yourself, you spending time alone, and they seeing that, so they fear that. So since they fear what they don't understand, they want to come for your head because they think it's sweet. They think you nice, and they think that you ain't been through nothing, because God has transformed you to where you don't look like what you've been through. You see what I'm saying? So you always gonna be 10 steps ahead because you done hung in with the best of them. God had put you in the ring with the best of them, and they don't even know it. They don't even know who they are entertaining. They don't even know that God put you in that predicament or that situation or around them people to help them. They don't even know it. And here they is trying to tell you something or teach you something, but they not even respecting your anointing. They not even respecting your character. They want to assassinate your character. They want to down you. They don't want to uplift you. They don't want to acknowledge you. They don't want to give credit to what credit do now. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You got to start coming to people front door. You got to start coming to people front door and let them know I'm at your front door. Knock, knock. If you hear me knocking, let me in. Because I see what you're doing. Do you got a problem with me? What, you feeling some type of way about me? Did I say something to you that upset you? What's wrong? Why you talking behind my back? Why you whispering? Why you can't tell me face to face? What's the problem? Huh? What I do to you? Hey, I don't even know you for you to be coming at me like that or disrespecting me like that. So, hey, last time I checked, respect ain't given, it's earned. But see, I gave you 100%. If not, I gave you 150%. But then when you showed me that you're not worthy of respect to be respected, then I took that respect back. So now you got to earn that respect. And if you don't want to earn that respect, you need to go the other way. We ain't finna, you ain't finna pull me down on your level or cause me to do something that that ain't a part of my destiny, or say try to send them minions to get you to take 2 steps back. No. Tap the screen, y'all. If y'all don't mind, tap the screen. I'll be highly appreciated. Let's get it up to 15,000. We at 11,900. It's all good. That's enough right there. I'm satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that. But, you know, that's what I'm saying, y'all. We got to be humble. We got to love the life that we live because we went from negative to positive. You see what I'm saying? Don't let nobody get you to go back to being negative. Don't let nobody get you to go back to being in that low place or that sinking place. Don't you know how much you had to go through to get to where you are? And you think you're going to let somebody that don't know you, that to hit you with the evil eye, and you know what I'm saying? You know, you positive. You going to beat any devil, any day, any time, any way that come up against you. And how you know you powerful? Because you got one devil after nothing, one devil after nothing, one attack after nothing, one attack after nothing. But see, that means you getting more faithful to God. That means you beginning to believe in yourself, and you beginning to love yourself, and you beginning to love others. See, when you love in others, you start to hold them accountable. You can't stand for evil. You can't stand around evil too long, and you're gonna start exposing it. You're gonna start calling it out. You're gonna start to pick the water. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna start holding people accountable and you're gonna start telling people to swim. You're gonna start telling them you need to hold your head up and stand up. It ain't my fault that I found out who I am and I unplugged from this world. It ain't my fault that I listened to God when he was knocking on my heart and he was telling me to get up and serve him, or else because I was going down the wrong road. See, we know the way. And now that you know the way, you are responsible for leading the way and showing people they evil ways. It ain't the fact that you holier than thou, or you ain't got no fault, or you ain't got no sin, or you so perfect. It ain't the fact that be the case. It's the fact that God is using you. And how you know God is using you? Because there was a time where everybody was able to come around you and mingle with you, but now everybody's running away from you because you running away them demons. You see what I'm saying? So don't take it as if, oh, they rejected me. Oh, I'm hurt because I really admired them. I really wanted to kick it with them, and I really saw some good in them. Nah, that's God protecting you. See, we be thinking that we gonna get a thing a certain way, but then God sending a whole nother way. So we just gotta start being thankful. You know, tap the screen for me, y'all. I highly appreciate it. All praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We got to start being thankful and be more obedient. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I know sometimes you just get to that place to where, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like dealing with nobody. You don't even feel like dealing with yourself. Sometimes it's hard to get up out the bed. But I want you to understand, you feeling like that because you carrying the weight of the world. So we be so hard on ourselves that we forget to breathe, that we forget to recognize how much that we fight, and how much that we carry. See, we so peculiar, people don't understand why we still love them after they done rejected us, after they done showed us hate, after they done denied us. People don't understand. But see, you understand who's operating inside of you. You see what I'm saying? You understand why you able to continue to show that love and show gratitude to somebody that's showing you hate. But don't let them turn your heart cold if you don't do nothing else. Don't let them turn you bitter if you don't do nothing else. Because it's cool when you do it. Hold on. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. It's a problem. It's a problem because, you know, they just want you to expose everything that you know. They want you to give up everything that you know. You see what I'm saying? They want to be able to read your mind, but see, that's why you got to be thankful, because you done been through a whole lot. It was a time where you would be so easily manipulated and persuaded that somebody is your friend, or somebody care for you, or they admire you. But see, now when God speaks to you and tell you what the problem is or what the situation is, it might take a day or two. It might take a week or two. But guess what? When he tell you, you ain't so bent out of shape about what a person decide to do. I want to be left alone. You see what I'm saying? I want to be by myself and to myself and closed out, because you know where to love at. You see what I'm saying? I'm on a different time. When you're on a different time, you ain't trying to have so many friends and so many people to know you and ring your line. Now, if it's real, it's real. If it's genuine, it's genuine. If it's love, it's love. You see what I'm saying? But if it ain't love, if it ain't trust, if it ain't us, then what is it? You see what I'm saying? See, people don't want to build no more. People don't want to take time out and get to know one another anymore. You see what I'm saying? So people get mad at you when you real. People get mad at you because you in tune with your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts. You're not a robot. You're not going along to get along. You're not going with the crowd. Everybody else standing for evil and you standing for what's right, and you ain't ashamed to let it be known that you standing for what's right. So now they want to hold you accountable. And now they want to find dirt on you and they want to plot up against you. But I must let you know something. God don't miss no addresses. So the same holes that they digging for you, the same pitfalls that they're expecting you to fall in, trust and believe. When it's all said and done, they gonna be the ones getting all of that back that they meant for you. See, what they meant for your bad, God turned it out for your good. How that song go? What the enemy meant for evil, God is working it out for my good. You see what I'm saying? That's right, karma. Karma gonna come back around. Hey y'all, TikTok just gave me a notification that they're gonna be ending this live in about 4-5 minutes. So if y'all wanna rewatch this video, follow me on YouTube at Chosen I See You. If you type it in and can't find it, then go to my TikTok page. You should see my Instagram and my YouTube. Sometimes sometimes after I post my video, I feel like ain't enough people liking it, so I make it private so nobody won't steal it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hold nobody accountable for that. I'm just putting it out there. But one thing about it, y'all, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. So if it's a problem when you do it, you got to stay at the top and don't jump. You was built for success. You might not be where you want to be. You might not have the things that you want. So don't be mad at God like, Lord, I've been living for you. I've been fighting this battle after battle. I've been going through this. I've been having ups and downs. So, Lord, what is ain't nothing the problem. The problem is you're getting stronger and you arrive too soon. You're ahead of your time. That's why you're not a part of this matrix, and that's why you hate it, and that's why you stick out like a sore thumb, and everybody want to get a piece of you. Everybody want to taste you. Everybody wants your blood. See what I'm saying? Because you belong to the Messiah. Yeah. You belong to Christ. So now Satan sending all them minions to get a piece of your blood, but they can't touch you. What MC Hammer say? Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. They can't touch you. So you might well keep on smiling. You might well keep on walking. You might as well keep on living. You might well keep on giving. You know what I'm saying? We have some good days. We have some bad days. We have some up days. We have some down days. But at the same time, what goes around, come around. You treat people how you want to be treated. And when people disrespect you, you ain't got to get on their level. You just let them know. I ain't got to say nothing to you. I ain't got to get back at you the way you getting back at me. I'm going to let God deal with you. You see what I'm saying? Always know that you better than the projections of evil that's being projected upon you. You way better than it. I wish TikTok wasn't ending my live. You said, what's your YouTube? It's Chosen I See You. CHOSENISEE. Or go to my TikTok and click on it from there. But I gotta go on end it, y'all, because I know they finna end it. But the way I like to end it, I pray that the Most High has spoken a word to you, gave you confirmation, validation, revelation. You know what I'm saying? I pray that, you know, you got reminded of who you are, and you now know that the battle belongs to the Lord and to stay in the fight. You want to get your lessons outside of school? Get rid of the drugs. Stay away from the in crowd. Get close to God. Peace. Give me a minute, y'all. It's going to take some time before I load this up. All praise. Y'all stay blessed. See y'all soon. Peace.